Now, the China Passenger Car Association just released what they are expecting in terms of the new energy vehicles retail sales for the month of September, and it gives me greater joy to say that they are estimating pretty good, decent figures, because as soon as you notice that China Passenger Car Association is seeing NEV retails rise to 1.25 million units, which from this one they are saying, of course, the penetration rate for new energy vehicles will reach 58.1%. This is great news, right? Because like I said, the reason why this is great news to even EV stocks like NIO is that the more this market for new energy vehicles grow in China, the more companies like NIO will do very, very well, which is something that is just so great, something that is amazing. And of course, it makes me to look forward to what is going to come, right? I mean, in China right now, or in September, in other words, total new energy vehicle cars that are expected to be sold equates to roughly around 1.25 million. This is absolutely great. I'm telling you, if you ask me, this is absolutely great to see these numbers even before we get to Q4. It's absolutely great, because if you remember from the video that I did 3 days ago, where I was taking you through the monthly productions and deliveries or sales for various cars, you will notice that, of course, we usually see production and sales increasing in Q4 as the festive demand kicks in, right? We usually see that happening, and seeing this figure before then, you can only imagine what will come during the Q4 or the festive seasons, right? As we head towards the festive seasons, I think it's going to be so great. I remain long, man. I think the future looks so bright. The only concerning thing for next year, early next year, it's of course the subsidies, which the NEO CEO has already highlighted to say that they just want to make sure that they secure as many orders as possible. 75,000 is their target, right, for Q1, because Q1, you know that it usually brings low deliveries or low figures in terms of deliveries. And to make this worse is because the subsidies are expected to be cut off next year, which is something that is not good at all, right? Hopefully they will readjust or bring the subsidies back in somewhere around March, like what we saw this year. I mean, in March this year, you know that the subsidies that we are currently seeing were adjusted to up to 20,000 RMB by the Chinese government around March. January, February, sales were not as good, right? Because one of the things that is making it easier for people to go and buy, especially new energy vehicle cars, it's of course the subsidies that they get when they buy these cars. Like I said, they are getting up to 20,000 RMB worth of subsidies when they buy these new energy vehicle cars, whereas engine combustion cars, they are getting 15,000 RMB. So this is something that, of course, the Chinese consumers are enjoying, right? Because they can go out there and buy a car and be subsidized for that car. It's very, very good. And hopefully the orders that we get from ES8, from all on for L90, will sustain us in the Q1, or will make NIO to continue with the profitability that we are going to see in Q4. Hopefully we are going to see that one. And if it happens like that, then obviously profitability will be maintained throughout 2026. If not, NIO might go back to not being profitable, but let's wait, let's see, because 75,000, I don't think it will be enough to make them to still be profitable. I don't think so, but let's wait, let's see what transpires in Q1. One thing though that I've seen from NIO is that they don't want to shoot themselves on the foot. So if their real intention might be to sell maybe 90, 100,000 in Q1, but it might be to sell maybe 90, 100,000, but they don't want to say that as yet. They want to see what will happen after the festive season, right? Or what will happen after December of this year. Are people going to cancel their orders? If not, they will still be able to do very, very well 100,000 is very much possible. And they don't want to jump ahead and go and make that prediction now. We are still going to get that. But me, I believe 75,000, it is too low. And we are going to see actually NIO coming and telling us great things. But anyways, we are not here talking about that. I'm here talking about the NEV retail sales that is expected by the Chinese Passenger Car Association, which, like I showed you, they are saying 1.25 million for the month of September, and the penetration rate will be at 58.1%, which will be so great, so amazing. So I don't know what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering will be rewarded with time. I mean, from the 1st to the 14th, CNF Post also gave us the data that shows that, of course, the NEV sales were sitting at 438,000 RMB, and obviously total China vehicle retail sales from September, it was at around September the 1st to the 14th was around 732,000, down 4% compared to this period last year, that is year on year, right? But the NEV penetration rate as of the 1st to the 14th in September stood at 59.8%. Year to date, the penetration is sitting at 51.67%, which is absolutely great, and it makes me to look forward to what is coming, right? I think we should brace ourselves for what is coming. Blue sky is coming long term. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price are going to be rewarded with time. Let me not make this video too long. I want to end it here. I will see you on the next one, my dear friends. Like, share, subscribe. That is all from me, and God bless you all.